Hey, this is Brad Buckner, sharpensbest.com. People are always wondering about our upcoming projects. Well, I had a brainstorm about an upcoming project while I was out in the desert in Arizona, not too well. I was, I don't know, 50 miles from Yuma, out there shooting my 22, and I came across this railroad irons, and they're clamps for the railroad for the actual rails. Okay. Got thinking, I like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I think he's a terrific guy, and I'm going to have another friend of mine, Matt Wright from Discovery Channel's Naked and Afraid, who's here at the Tanner gun show, and I'm going to take him some iron to forge into a knife. It'll only take one of them, maybe two of them. I doubt two of them. I wouldn't want a knife that heavy. And anyway, we're going to have Matt forge some iron into a knife, design it, and then I'm going to give it to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So let's go find Matt. I'll be back when I'm not gone.
You're not gone?
Yeah. Is it?
Question,
Cameras? I don't like cameras.
I'll help you carry home.
How you doing, Matt?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
He's got some stuff here.
Matt Wright and his family actually make knives. They've been a custom knife making company family for a long time. They live in Denver. Right now they're in the process of moving their actual shop where they make the knives. So just a lot of really cool stuff here and on the table. And this one right here, I believe, is the model that he took on his Naked and Afraid challenge right there. And him and his family make these knives. And then you have the sheath for it right here. And guess what? Is there anybody can guess what that is? All right. And so that's the sheath for this knife. And that's a nice big heavy knife, okay? And there's a lot of good uses for that. So I talked to Matt, and I was going to have him make a knife for me, custom make a knife for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson out of this iron that used to belong to the railroad that I picked up out in the Arizona desert. So I'm going to give him some irons. He's going to forge probably at least one of these into a knife, and then he gets the others to play with any way he wants to. So it's really good irons made by the railroad, for the railroad, I guess. And it's probably a good high carbon steel since it's got to hold the tracks where the trains drive on. So we got a lot of really pretty cool knives here, and you know, Extreme Instinct is the name of their company, the name of their knives. This is Matt Wright, Naked and Afraid. Towards the end, and I can tell because he's very trimmed down. They'll lose 30 pounds when they're out there. There's a guy named Matt. I'll think of his name, and he's down in Texas. He's a shorter guy. He had no body fat. When he got done, he'd lost 28 pounds, and I'm not kidding. You talk about a stick man. Matt Alexander. Amanda Kay lives down in Alabama. Aaron Phillips lives in Florida. Okay, and they're becoming friends of mine. I travel around. I go see them. We talk. They invite me to things. I go do stuff. I got one coming up that I got to kind of make a decision here pretty soon. Going to Florida with Aaron Phillips, Amanda Kay, 3 other Naked and Afraid Discovery Channel people. It's a training seminar. It's learning how to cook and stuff off of the wild, and how to make primitive spears and tools, things like that. Water, how to find food, survive in the swamp. Which I did in January. We didn't have to survive in the swamp, but if you've seen the bug bites on my feet, you'd know that it wasn't cool. So anyway, it was fun, and we'll see if we can get Matt here and he seems to be kind of busy. So Matt and his family make a lot of different types of knives. There's a whetstone in this one. Then he's got a fire starter right there. This is the strap that holds the knife down. It's a nice, good, heavy sheath. Okay, and it's probably for this knife right here. Those two. They're all similar sheaths, different color, similar style knives. So we got some good fixed blades that are probably 6-inch. And we got a plastic one. I'm not real sure what this is supposed to do. Maybe Matt will show us here in a little bit. $270 knife.
Going back. Oh yeah. We started tent camping again last year.
Very nice knife.
And she's doing some more
Extreme Instinct. That would be a good heavy knife for chopping and stuff.
See you in the next show.
And then we have some multi-pronged marshmallow roasters with a good long stick so you can stand way back. Indians say, build little tiny fire, stand right up close. White men say, great build, big fire, stand way back. You know? It's getting heavy. Kids.
He knows how dangerous they really are. Against the laws here, it's 11 before you can shoot.
The little straw water filters now are like filters like 50 gallons. So one of those are going to be as long as take. And what's nice today,
Must be for picking the pans up out of the water.
I'd like to hear the story on that.
Yeah.
I bet that was a battle.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll bet this whole thing right here, that's the bag he was carrying. The stuff is in it. The lizard, I'm sure, got killed and eaten, okay? And that's the knife that he took. This is a sheath for that knife, like I showed you before. Oh, it's on the table. You got to be kidding me. No, it's not on the table. That's pretty cool.